Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about growing up hip hop Atlanta season 2, episode 16. Let's get into it. Let's just talk about Miss Deb. She needs to leave Jhonni alone. Jhonni ain't got it together. Jhonni don't have no respect. Jhonni just can't be going off on people, yelling at them. No matter how her life was, no matter how her childhood was, at some point she has to grow up and be an adult. And people are not gonna have pity for you in this business. So you got to learn one way or another. And I would say deuces. For real, for real. And we have Bow Wow. He's on his Instagram basically promoting his scenes on growing up hip hop and also Kiyomi scenes too as well. And he also feels a certain type of way. I think he feels like he messed up. He made a big mistake, but he done did so much now that how can they get back together? And Kiyomi says, you know, in her live and on her IG that she doesn't want him back. I don't know. Then we have Masika. She's thirsting after Bow Wow. She's just thirsting for a scene. She's just thirsting to be relevant because she really don't have a storyline. Her storyline basically is chasing Bow around, and Miss Deb don't want to be bothered with it at all. And we have Mrs. Shania. She's feeling very entitled. She's feeling like her father should roll out the red carpet for her. Maybe he should, but he's the type of dude that wants her to do it from bottoms up. Basically, he wanted to see some design. Where you trying to go? You trying to go to winter, spring, swimsuits, stocking shoes? Like, are you doing a whole package still? Are you doing hats? Like, he asked her to do a clipboard. He asked her to put, he asked her to cut out goddamn pictures and put them together and piece them on the board and do that. And she hasn't even done that. So now she's not doing it. Well, you know what? If you don't want to do it, ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. You ain't got no slaves around here. And I like you, Shania, but hey, you already see Ayana doing her thing. Her father did help her, but she at least had a concept. She at least had ideas. And but yes, DJ Hurricane was more supportive of his daughter because he was spending that money. And your father said that, hey, listen, I would have helped. Like, there was you have financial backing. I guess she didn't believe it. She got a mother up here on screen talking about, he only cares about himself. So with him and JD only cares about himself. He don't care about his daughter or her ideas. Not like care about her as being his daughter, but her ideas that she's trying to manifest. So we got that situation going on. We got Kiyomi trying to make Bow jealous too as well. She getting in them swimsuits, looking all good. She looked better than every female that was at Bow Wow's party, at the pool party. She looked better than every one of them, hands down, even if it's manufactured, even if she brought the body parts. So moving on from that situation, let's just get into the episode. Let's talk about Ayana fashion show. Right now, it seems like it's going downhill because people are late, especially Kiyomi, because she's still at the salon getting her hair done, and it's taking a long time. Her stylist must be smoking cigarettes, going outside, posting to Instagram. I don't know why is it taking that long. And she only had a simple bang, and she only had a simple hairstyle. So why? And it didn't even look like it was done when she showed up to Ayana's fashion show. But nonetheless, she made it, and she was there. She was able to wear that dress and pull it off. I'm not into the fashions that Ayana has. It's not my style. It's not my cup of tea. But I'm not 20 or 18 or 17, years old. It's not my cup of tea. It's not something that I would want my daughters or anybody in my circle to be wearing too as well. But there is an outfit for everybody out there that Ayana is selling her clothes to. But Ayana, she did look nice. Her dress that she had on, she might have been stuffed in it, but she looked good. She damn sure looked good. It's hot up in the venue. I don't know why Atlanta's hot. Why is there no AC? Why is there no fans? What's going on? But anyways, the fashion show got off to a good start. We get Bow. He comes in there early, basically to give, Ayana some flowers. And he don't want to be there because he know my Masika might be there. He probably thinks Lil Mama's going to be there, and he already knows Kiyomi's walking in the show, so he don't want to mess up anything, and he don't want to be called out about, how he's moving and the way he's doing things. And plus, he don't want to see it because you know how it is when you miss somebody and you like somebody and you haven't seen them in a long time. If you see him, it's gonna make that heart pound. Your whole body's gonna jerk towards them, and then you ain't gonna be able to get them out your head. So he's refusing not to go. He's with Pimpin'. Pimp, he's always around. Pimp is a single man, and he wants Bow Wow to stay single, and all of Bow's friends want him to stay single. They all want to be out there smoking weed, drinking, and turning up, but Bow Wow can't do this forever because it's going to take a toll on his body. Drugs and alcohol and abusing your body is going to take a toll, especially even sometimes it's taking a toll now where people are just messed up in the head or messed up physically, and their motor skills are messed up too as well for doing drugs for so long. And they think that everything's gonna be okay when they get into their late 30s and their 40s and their 50s. No, they're gonna start to deteriorate. So we have that situation. So the fashion show went off good, and Kiyomi was there and she walked through the show. DJ Hurricane was feeling a certain type of way. He felt like the event should have been better. He felt like it should have been more proper. But, Ayana, she's not as happy with the event, but she's glad that it's over and she was able to do the damn thing. So we have that situation. I was just like, okay. And then we have Bao, he's talking to Masika, and he's keep going down that road, and that road is going to end ugly for him because she's going to expose him online. And, that's just how Masika gets down. You got Masika, she calling Miss Deb. Miss Deb is like, I'm about to go to Jamaica to deal with Jhonni. And so, Masika's like, oh, that's catastrophic. Oh, basically downing Jhonni and talking shit about Jhonni or whatever because she actually wants Deb to manage her. But what are you doing, Masika? You're bringing drama. You're going after a man that just broke up with his girlfriend and he's not even over her yet. And they still having some type of communication and both being filmed on the show. So you feel like your storyline should be insert yourself with this Bow Wow situation. Like, you can be his friend, but the way he was talking last episode, it's like he was ready to take you down and you was ready to give him some. You came to his house half naked or whatever. So I don't know what's going on with that situation. But, Deb is like, I thought she was here about the music. She's talking about Bow, but we find out that Miss Deb got a boo and he's going to be meeting her in Jamaica when she goes down there to help out Jhonni, produce this song and this video where Elephant Man, I remember Elephant Man. I seen Elephant Man like 5 times in concert. He's absolutely wonderful in concert. He's a kind soul and he's an entertainer for sure. And so we have that situation going on, and Masika taking shots and throwing shots at Jhonni is just too much. So they hang up the phone. We got Lil Mama. She wants to sing. She wants to try to sing. She wants to do something from the heart, from the soul. But basically, she's having anxiety. And what's holding her back is actually thinking that she can never be, she's going to be compared to her mom. And then also having her mom, transcend and leave this earth. And when she sings, she thinks about her mama. She wants to be like her mother too as well. But it just hurts. You know what I mean? And so singing and hearing her mom sing it just does something to her that she doesn't feel like she's good enough, or she feel like she's gonna disappoint her, or she gets the anxiety that her mom's gone. So she has all that going on basically, and so she's trying to get some help. And the person that she brings out to help her is none other than Kelly Price. We done seen Kelly Price on R&B Divas. A lot of us are not happy with Kelly Price. I'm cool, it's whatever. But Kelly Price was the good person to be there to help Lil Mama. And she does help her, bring her in the studio to see them ABCs. And that shit was wonderful. It was beautiful. And Kelly Price is going to get her out that shell. Kelly Price is doing the business. Kelly Price just showed us how to train and help somebody with anxiety and get them comfortable in the studio by holding them, touching them. She's telling her how to breathe, sing your ABCs. And once you sing with me again, sing that to your mama. And, Lil Mama sounds good. She sounds great. And I hope that Lil Mama's able to start singing her heart out and sing from the soul, because she did sound good. And she was all tearing up. And it was like, Kelly Price was there as her second mama. It was like her mama was in that room to give her the strength to do this shit on national TV, to conquer something that brings her anxiety and fear that she hasn't even dabbled into, and she can definitely sing, and she was able to do that. So kudos to Kelly Price and actually Lil Mama showing us that, you have to conquer your fears. You don't know until you're gonna fail. You don't know if you're gonna fail unless you try. So I really did appreciate that. And that was really nice to see how she just stayed in there. She could have walked off. And I think Lil Mama is actually just really positive for the show too as well. And she also went to go show Ayana love at her fashion show, and she was there in front row looking all good. Lil Mama, you go, girl. I don't think Lil Mama wear any of them clothes, but Lil Mama was there to support with her fashion designer, or, or whatever. And maybe they'll probably hook up with, Ayana and help her elevate her Fashion Nova fashions. And nothing's wrong with Fashion Nova. So we have that situation. So hopefully everything is cool. And we get to hear some music from Lil Mama. That'll be nice to hear some music from her too as well. That vocal training was on some real shit. That was that was deep. Kelly Price came in with love. And then we have, Bow Wow. He meets up with Shania. And basically, Shania's like, what's going on? What's your situation with your girlfriend? What happened? How come you didn't come to the fashion show? Bow was like, yo, I didn't want to be there and cause a scene or some negative shit happen because of me. Yes, me and Kiyomi is having a situation. Bow also tells us that he hasn't unfollowed her, she hasn't unfollowed him, and basically it's not public yet. And the same thing, Kiyomi saying to her girlfriend that she's still watching Bow's Instagram, she still know what he's doing and what he's up to and everything, and she's hoping that he's watching her too, because she's gonna model in some bathing suits and some swimwear and show what she working with and show what she got, make him miss her, because she wants him to miss her. He already misses you, girl. And so we can see Bow just getting turned up and just drinking Ciroc. It's just like, you can see that Bow's not happy. And I don't even think the situation has to do with Kiyomi. I think it's inner and Bow, why he's really unhappy and pushing away somebody that could possibly be his soulmate, because he's afraid that everybody that's in his circle is there to use him. But it's okay for his friends to use him, I guess. Because I don't know. I guess it's okay for his friends to use him. So we have that situation. And so Bow is, actually, telling Shania that, he's been partying, he's been drinking for like 7 whole days. He's just been doing way too much, and it's taking a toll out on him because he doesn't want to feel the pain. And he knows that he messed up, he was wrong. And he said some foul, dirty, low down, horrible shit to her. And I know how that feels when you say something to somebody that you feel so bad. They forgive you and they can move forward, because all Kiyomi wants is apology. But when you say something that's so hurtful to somebody, sometimes it hurts you so much to even look at that person, because you know what you said to them, and you say to yourself, how can they even forgive me? Because that's unconditional love, because they love you and they know that you was just hurting. But you can't forgive. I don't think Bow can forgive himself of what he said to her. He might have said horrible things to other people, but he's really hurt behind what he said to her. And it was really some strong shit. And he realized that it didn't have to go that way. It didn't have to be ratchet. They didn't have to fight. They didn't have to argue. He's still mad that she called his mama and all that other situation. But I think Bow is mad most of all because I think he knows that he was wrong in the situation. He was dead wrong in the situation. For the way he acted and the way he treated Kiyomi was just really just terrible, because he should have been there. He didn't have to get drunk and get tore up, because he said his stomach was hurt and he didn't feel good. He was taking all these pictures, and he knew that she was in the studio working. She was in the studio waiting for him, and he did her like that to see how much she gonna take. And he wanted to please his boys, because he drinks and he smokes all the time. He's around females all the time. There's nothing new about that. Let's get in the studio and let's make some music. That's what we need to do, and that's what Kiyomi was trying to do. And Bow's also in the studio with Pimp, and he's actually recording his verse. Relationship Goals or something like that song where Kiyomi, and Kiyomi does sound good. Bow does sound good too as well. They just make him miss her. And but his ego and his pride, and he knew he was so wrong. When you know you're wrong, man, it's so hard to just even look somebody in the face that you care about, that you said some horrible shit to, So we have that situation, and he lets Shania know the deal, and Shania is not too happy with her father, because she feel like he should be there and supporting her and all this other good stuff. Blase and a third. I think Shania should have been putting together the posters and the things that her father asked her to put together. He asked her to put a collage together. He asked her to put things together, and she didn't put anything together. She didn't, she was barely cutting out pieces. Like, we don't know if you want to do winter clothes, summer clothes, spring clothes. We don't know if you want to cover all clothes. We don't know if you want to cover shoes, we cover hats, accessories. We don't know what you actually want to do in the fashion world, and you're not acting like you are really determined to, because if you was determined, you would already have a line set up, you would have some sketches drawn, you would have went on Instagram and found you some artists and some people to sketch. You would have sent a post-it to some of these, art schools of designs, art design or whatever, and put out information and have them meet you. And it's like, this is on a contingency basis. This is, I need interns. If I'm Jermaine Dupri's daughter, we're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. Like, you haven't set up anything to show him or even the viewers that you're actually serious about fashion. You showed us that you were serious about Willie, but we didn't see you serious about fashion and about business. We didn't see none of that. And so we have Shania going around with her best friend because, she misses Willie to be her tag along, I guess. She missed her man. So we have that situation go down. And, Bow Wow is about to throw his little party, and it's just way too much for him. Then we got Deb. She goes over there to Jamaica. Soon she arrives, she get a phone call that everything is not going well. Things are not cool. She goes to Johnny's, room where she's staying at. Johnny was like, Elephant Man's not here. He's doing a festival. And so Miss Deb is like, so when didn't you talk to Elephant Man last night? She was like, yeah, I talked to him yesterday, but, he was about to perform, so we didn't finish the conversation, but I have talked to him after that, and he's actually doing a festival. And Deb is like, would I shoot a video or do a festival? I'll do a festival. That sounds so much better. So, Johnny has a plan where she's going to wait till Elephant Man comes back and then shoot the video Monday and Tuesday. And, Miss Deb is like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, this shit should have been well put together. It should have been better because, Johnny is also saying that the schedule conflict, all that should have been worked out. There should have been some proper people putting that together. Deb is supposed to be coming here and support, not staying extra days and changing her flight itinerary because you didn't get the shit together. When you mess up, you mess up. Just own up to it. But she's trying to fix it by working on Monday and Tuesday. But that Deb doesn't have to be around for that. I know you want her there because she's something that's familiar, and she used to be your manager. And you want her support and her guidance, but at the same time, you got to understand that she got shit to do too as well. And she got a new man now, so we'll see how that situation's gonna, spiral out. And then we're gonna see Johnny cuss out Deb. I hope it's the last time Johnny get a chance to cuss out Deb like the way she does, like So moving on from that. And so Shania, she actually meets up with her father. Jermaine, he's busy. He's on tour trying to put the So Def tour, trying to get tickets sold and all that other good stuff. And Shania is like, I stopped working on my clothing designs and everything like that because you wasn't interested, you wasn't supporting. And he was like, I need financial stuff. He was like, I got you financially, but I asked you to show me some stuff and get a more idea about the fashion, because I was gonna hook you with some people that you can talk to, and I didn't want you to look stupid in the boardroom talking to these people and you have no idea. And then they come back to me because they don't want to hurt your feelings. And she was like, well, I just thought that you didn't care, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. So she just quit. So if you quit that easy and you're that deterred that quick, that means you really wasn't passionate about fashion. So once you get your passion back, then your father can come in line and help you. But you ain't going to just throw money at somebody that ain't even doing nothing. And then she got a mom on the show. The mom was like, who Jermaine cares about? He cares about, number one, himself. I was like, oh, they threw that shot in there. And so even the mom said, I need you to do it on your own. You're going to have to do it on your own. So we got Kiyomi. She's on Wildin' Out, and everybody's trying to bag her. They're trying to bag her, Bao. So I think Bao's feeling a certain type of way too as well. I think he misses her straight up and down. He misses her. But, the conversation he had with Masika, and then she posts that online. It's just really fugazi. It's just really shady how everything is going on. So we have all that. So basically that's it with the episode. It's just like, damn, Shania, you got to get your shit together. If you want your father to help you, you got to show some incentive. And by quitting is not an incentive. And, Ayana, we need some more fashion, maybe do something for the big girls. We got that situation going on. And Bao, you need to definitely apologize to Kiyomi, see if you can get her back. And Kiyomi, you gotta work on not being so jealous. And Bao, you have to really bring her into your life. While you're partying, you're doing these club engagements, you shouldn't be out here doing this and that. And where you can able to bring Kiyomi with you when she entrusted that you're not gonna disrespect her. But she has to learn that girls and females are gonna come up to you, they're gonna ask for pictures, they're gonna want to talk to you. Because the way that she got upset with Lil Mama was a big thing, like for no reason at all. But you know what? People were saying that, oh, Lil Mama's better than Bao. She has more money than him. So I looked at, I don't know, this is the internet bullshit. So it says Lil Mama's network is 6.5 million. It says Bow Wow's network is 1.5 million. Do you believe that's true? I can't believe that Bow only has 1.5 million dollars. There's no way. So Bow needs to work on being more mature. He really does. And then, you know, Kiyomi has to work on not being so insecure when other females come around. We all know they want your man, but know in the back of your mind that that's your man. He's yours. He's coming home with you tonight, and he got you He got you here with him. So just chill. Peace and my one love.